with wetin dey happen inside Niger Republic, where the military don't take over that country, say, look, we are taking our destiny by our hands. It is a wake-up call to Africa. I am telling you. Now, I want to make you listen to the president, the military leader of Burkina Faso. He is just 35 years old. Ibrahim Traore. He get what this guy talk when they had a meeting. They said a Russian African summit inside Russia. He get what this guy talk. I say make I carry am come nakana on for this channel. So una go know why I talk say this thing where they happen inside Niger Republic. Now wake up call for Africa. Listen to Ibrahim Traore.
Les questions que mes générations se posent sont les suivantes, si je peux me résumer, c'est de ne pas comprendre comment l'Afrique, avec tant de richesses sur notre sol, avec une nature généreuse, de l'eau, du soleil en abondance, l'Afrique est aujourd'hui le continent le plus pauvre. L'Afrique est un continent affamé. Et comment se fait-il que les chefs d'État traversent donc le monde à mendier? Voici des questions que nous nous posons et que nous n'avons pas de réponse jusque-là. Nous avons l'occasion de tisser de nouvelles relations. Et j'espère que ces relations puissent être les meilleures pour donner un meilleur avenir à nos peuples.
On a heard the guy, Abi. He said we are so rich. God has blessed us. Many mineral resources, endowment, natural endowment, where God don't carry, bless Africa. Yet we are the poorest continent. Yes, we are begging. Why? How can we be inside the water and soap go to enter our eye? Look at the riches God has blessed Africa with. But we are best known as beggars. Go to beg. Nyatom, help us. Whereas we have everything it takes to be the giant of this world. Africa, the giant of this world. Now that's this Western world, they go come Africa, explore our natural resources, carry and go there, please. You understand? They put us in perpetual darkness. Take over our government. They control our democratically, the so-called democratically elected presidents. They control them. They suck Africa dry. They come out. Now, what they cause problem inside Niger Republic? When Niger say, we don't want the foreign interference of France and US. They are coming here, taking our uranium, building their military base here. Why? Talking about this foreign interference, I won't bring another man for una go listen to. His name is Julius Malema from South Africa. He's a parliamentarian there. He get what this guy talk about this foreign interference. Where I say make a come nakana on for here. Maybe if you now listen to this Julius Malema of South Africa, we go get sense more inside Africa. Listen to Julius Malema.
You know, this thing of territorial threats, we know them here. We've got an army base here in Botswana. What is America doing here in Botswana? Why is Africa not in American borders? What do you call that? And you come and say imperialism and colonialism is finished. When people expand their territorial expansion through putting military bases at our borders. There's a military base here. A study has been conducted that a fighter jet that moves from that army base to the Union building will not take less than 2 minutes to bomb the Union building. If a war is declared with America, America does not have to assemble any resource from Washington or anywhere else to come here. They are already here. What do you call that? It's democracy. It's free world. We must celebrate that and say no, imperialism is no longer there, it's in our head. We understand what Putin is fighting against because we have it here. Here. What is it doing here? We never went to Asia. We never went to Europe. We never went to America. We are here. We don't establish bases anywhere. Why should you establish bases in military bases in our continent? And when we speak, it's called old-fashioned politics. That they are out of fashion. There's no such a thing as imperialism. When imperialism is breathing on our neck, yeah, we're not going to allow that. We are going to expose that American military base here all the time in the platforms we get and educate our people that this is exactly what Putin is fighting against. America will not allow that. That Russia must go and establish a military base in Cuba with missiles facing the USA. They won't allow that. So we must not be allowed, we must not be asked to accept the things that you will not accept if they were to happen in your countries. And that's what we are talking about when we speak about NATO and peace not going together.
When I hear what him talk there, he said all this interference will be faced from outside, from foreign distance. Say it don't make sense. How can people, US them, and the rest of them go carry their military base, come put for Africa? Why? So that tomorrow now, if there is any war between Africa and any of the Western world, they don't need to carry their machines and machineries and whatever they have to Africa here. They are already in Africa here. You understand? It's just order from their country. Boom, they don't bombard everywhere. Africa is gone. How can you leave your place? You can't get territory. You can't get control over another person's territory. They build your military base. See what will happen. What will happen? They feel allow Africa now. Say make we come build a military base for their own side. When I hear what him talk there, say now this thing be the reason why Russia they get problem with America because of their NATO. That NATO one at the year now security outfit being controlled by the US. Now they don't go cow. I won't tell you now the reason why this Russia and Ukraine they fight. They don't go confuse Ukraine. Where they very close to Russia, then they go join NATO so that they go push their own military base. Come where? Come Ukraine. Come keep up for there. Come they monitor Russia. And I know say when it comes to military strength, US na number 1, number 2 na Russia. But when it comes to nuclear weapon, Russia na number 1. They hear me? So if I say these two countries, US and Russia, they show power, who pass who. Now you won't come carry your military base, come put for Ukraine, way near Russia, and on our make Putin accept them. No president will feel accept them. Okay, make Putin say, you won't carry your own military base now, go put for Cuba, way near US. They no go agree. Now what I tell you, I say, this thing will Putin, nobody go fit tolerate them, no president. Say your rival come carry military base in the name of NATO, come put for Ukraine, then come they satellite you, they monitor you. You understand? No, nobody will feel accept them. But their military bases, all this Western world, is there for Africa here. Why? Why? Nobody will give me any answer. I won't bring another man for honor. Now the president of Uganda, they say in them now, Museveni. He get wetin this man talk. I say, make our come show us. This man has been in power since 1986. That is 37 years now. But not be that area they come from. He get wetin him talk. I say, make our come show us. I beg fellow Nigerians and fellow Africans, help me watch this video.
Recently, I was in Russia and in Serbia. And there I gave speeches as usual. In Serbia, I pointed out that the whole of Africa today has got a GDP of $2.5 trillion. The whole of Africa. Now, that economy is smaller than the economy of India, which is now 3.3 trillion. It's smaller than Japan, Then Germany, which is 4 trillion. Smaller than Japan, which is 4.2 trillion. Of course, smaller than China, which is 17.96 trillion. And smaller than the economy of the United States, which is 25.46 trillion. Now, this is a big shame to African leaders. And these people, they call ministers of finance and planning and all that.
When I hear what him talk, he said the GDP of the whole of Africa put together is $2.5 trillion. The GDP of India alone is $3.3 trillion. India, that's a country, not a continent. You want to hear me? That of Germany, now $4 trillion. That of Japan, now $4.2 trillion. That of which other country him called? China. He said at 17.9, I'll be 17.8 trillion dollars. These are countries where their GDP better, big past the whole of Africa. Then they come call for US, saying at 25 point something trillion dollars. Their GDP. Then you know that's what I'm talking about. Africa, we have it all, but look at our GDP. When you talk about GDP, that's the performance of your economy now. The size of the economy of the whole of Africa is 2.5 trillion. While that of only India is 3.3. Only India, 3.33. But now then go come here, explore, go. What if they cause problem now inside Nigeria? Nigeria say, we don't want interference again. Go. Una they suck our uranium, France and US. Go away. Let us solve our problem. This will not be saying we will solve our problem. We go tell our president, our democratically elected president, he go say no, make you collect permission from France. Say he no go work. Now why they lock up that guy? That their president. I don't know. 9 days. Then carry and push one side, say we are taking over this country. Basu, that. They don't take over the military. Their people are not complaining. Now ECOWAS they complain for them. Say return back to democracy. They tell you say they like democracy. Democracy no favor them. They don't enter this one. Una they hear me. So fellow Nigerians, now the matter why I say I can't carry on giving her today. Una they hear me. I go see una later.